Welcome to the Rijswaard. Welcome to the beautiful Bommelerwaard area, the countryside between the Maas and the Waal. The fortified town of Zaltbommel and the village of Olst stood in this impressive area more than 1,000 years ago. And here is where the brick manufacturer De Rijswaard was established in 1900. The factory offers a wide range of bricks in different price ranges and has a total production capacity of 148 million bricks per year, making De Rijswaard the largest brick manufacturer in the Netherlands. Our range has been increased further thanks to the purchase of a second special brick press and our tumbling machine. This new press produces our highest quality range under the name Sterrenwaard, and our tumbler produces a beautiful range of retro bricks. With De Rijswaard, there is no waiting. Thanks to our extensive stock, we are able to deliver your order as and when required. Whether it is a single pallet or a large quantity, we can supply it immediately. But what happens before it all? The entire brick production process is much broader and more complex than you might think. As De Rijswaard only wants to sell bricks of a high and constant quality, the entire production process takes almost 1 year. It all starts with ships transporting clay from the floodplains of various Dutch and German rivers. It is important to get the clay from different locations because mixed clay is the best guarantee for a consistent quality. This ensures that all bricks of De Rijswaard keep their color and shape. The unloading of the clay ships is again a huge process. The staff are busy unloading the ships from early morning until late evening. Each ship contains 2,900 tons of clay, enough to make 1.3 million bricks. The clay is directly transported from the ship to one of the clay deposits by one of De Rijswaard's trucks. These are outside fields where the fresh clay is unloaded horizontally so that the different loads of clay lie on one another. Finally, these layers are completely turned over. Afterwards, much patience is needed because the clay must ferment for a year. Only then is the clay homogeneous enough to be excavated. This is because the better the mixed clay is, the better the quality and color of the final bricks. De Rijswaard is a Dutch brick manufacturer which has been independent since its establishment in 1900. We have been distinguishing ourselves with quality and reliability for more than a century. And it is necessary because the brick industry has had a difficult history. The Bommelerwaard area has fertile soil and rivers where clay can be transported cheaply. That is why there were as many as 14 brickworks in this region in the 19th century. The production process was seasonal and very labor-intensive. Hundreds of workers were necessary in each factory who had to do almost everything by hand. Not only men, but also women and children had to help. The life of these so-called bricks folk was extremely difficult and miserable. Their working hours were extreme. 12 to 16 hours a day was quite normal. With the massive modernization after World War II, heavy human labor is no longer required, and working conditions have become normal. De Rijswaard remains continuously innovative. In this way, we continue to improve our quality and quickly meet new customer requirements. The production process begins as soon as the clay has been lying in the clay deposit for a year. Only then is it ready to be processed. Trucks bring the clay to the factory and pour it into the so-called box feeder. There is a conveyor belt underneath, and there starts the 2-kilometer-long journey through the factory. First of all, various dyes are added. Then a large magnet retrieves metal objects from the clay, such as horseshoes, nails, tubes, and sometimes even grenades. Then the clay ends up in the ruthless pug mill. This is a gigantic round tub where 2 massive rollers crush any remaining stones and large lumps of clay completely. Next, the clay mass is pressed and filtered through a large sieve. The strips of clay fall onto a conveyor belt and are thoroughly rolled once more. In the so-called clay cellar, the filtered clay is stored to ensure it is spread evenly from the top. A week later, it is diagonally dug up again, so that the clay is mixed once again. The clay cellar is a signature process of the high standard that de Rijswaard employs. De Rijswaard's secondary mixing process is almost unique in the brick industry, as very few manufacturers comprehensively mix their clay twice. We do this because we want to deliver the best finished product. To successfully manufacture bricks, sand is also necessary. It is used to coat the outside and is very important to the final color of the brick. Sand is often damp and must be dried first, a task for our new sand dryer. Then it is time for the processed clay to move to the brick press. The clay is brought out of the clay cellar by long conveyor belts and added to the mixer along with a small amount of water, allowing us to shape the clay more easily. Shortly afterwards, the dried sand is also added. Finally, the clay and sand goes into a large press hopper, where the clay sand mass is properly mixed once more. The wet clay is then pressed through a large steel comb, so that it is separated into chunks, roughly the shape of unfired bricks. These are then sprinkled with sand and are thrown into already sanded mold boxes. So the creased, hand-shaped bricks are formed. But cast bricks, water-struck bricks, and the various specials are also made here. The freshly shaped bricks are still wet and must first be dried. Otherwise, they cannot be stacked or baked because they would expand and burst. Therefore, they first go to one of our 12 gigantic drying chambers. These drying chambers are so huge that they hold almost 84,000 bricks each. Drying takes at least 36 hours. This happens using residual heat from the kiln, transported by thick insulated tubes, and when required, additional heat from our renowned combined heat to power. This environmentally friendly natural gas engine produces 50% of the electricity that the factory needs and ensures that de Rijswaard has the lowest power consumption out of all European-facing brick factories. Our production is environmentally friendly and as clean as possible. The waste gas from the kiln is purified by flue gas cleaning and is recycled. The water in the factory is also used several times by means of a harvesting and recycling system. When the thousands of bricks are finished drying, it is time to cut them up. The bricks are quickly picked up and lowered onto the setting machine. This installation lays the bricks out in multiple rows, in combinations of 2, 3, or 4 pieces. Afterwards, they are put on a kiln trolley next to each other in a specific way. Only then are the bricks ready for the grand finale. Baking in the 235-meter-long kiln. Dozens of trolleys with heated bricks drive slowly through the tunnel kiln, which reaches temperatures of up to 1,250 degrees centigrade. In the kiln, 870,000 bricks can be baked at one time. The whole process takes several days. The kiln bakes all the 169 types of bricks from our range, including the very exclusive Rijswaard collection. We make these exclusive bricks with a second, modern brick press. The Rijswaard bricks have deep colors and a richness of grain which provides buildings with a beautiful, lively, aesthetic appearance. They are very popular with designers, architects, and clients. To bring this collection further into the limelight, we have given them their own luxury showroom. You are more than welcome. Another unique and very popular series is our retro collection, a range of quirky bricks with an aged look. The retro bricks attract a lot of attention because of their appearance and the way they are created. They are baked as normal bricks, but are then treated in our drum machine. This is a kind of tumble dryer for bricks, where they acquire a centuries-old appearance. When the bricks are removed from the kiln, it is only a matter of packaging and storing in our stockyards. Our 169 kinds of bricks are transported to customers in European countries like the Netherlands, Belgium, England, Germany, France, Norway, Sweden, Poland and the Czech Republic, but also to customers further afield in Russia and Japan. Transportation is done by heavy-duty trucks or, if possible, by ships. This is environmentally friendly and takes place through our own harbour. The loading of the bricks is the last stage in the production process of over 1 year. Thanks to that extended production process, de Rijswaard has a huge assortment of bricks of the highest quality. With our production capacity of 148 million bricks per year, we are the largest brick factory in the Netherlands. After the delivery of our bricks, our customers build some amazing and beautiful buildings. Here you can see some interesting examples of our recent projects. But you can get the best de Rijswaard experience by looking at our 169 types of bricks with your own eyes. You are most welcome to visit our wonderful showroom. You will receive expert help from one of our employees and can also get inspiration in the luxurious Sterrenwaard chamber. We guarantee that you will find the brick that fully suits your project. Welcome to de Rijswaard.